Hello, everyone. Welcome, listeners to the 80s and watchers on YouTube to the 80s Parenting Podcast. I am Malinda and I am here with my friend Heather. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Hello. Heather and I have known each other for 42 years, and we've done how many episodes of this? 30, 30 something, I think.
No, 40.
Is it 40?
Yeah.
Ooh, we should have a celebration for the 42nd.
It's the 42nd, but the 42nd won't be this one.
No, I know. I said we should have a celebration
Oh,
for the 42nd episode.
we need to do something cool for the 100th.
100th episode, if we make it
If
that far,
if
Heather.
we make it that far. How about the 50th?
How about the 31st? This one right here.
This would be 41st.
Whatever. I
Your
don't
math, your maths aren't mathing today.
My maths are good. Hold on. I could tell you how many there are. Jiminy, Chris Mouse. Let's see. One moment. So Heather and I decided we're going to do this podcast because one, we're friends. Two, we want to do new things. And three, we thought we would share our 80s parenting style with everybody.
Well, it's not our 80s parenting style. It was our parents' 80s parenting style.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So yes, we have launched 40, and then this will be, I don't know, somewhere around 40,
44, 45.
no, like 42, 40, what, who cares? Anyway,
Anyway.
so actually this one will be 42. There we go. We can celebrate.
Woo!
Hold on. Whee!
Choo choo.
I knew how to do sound effects. We would do those, but what are you gonna do? Anyway,
Need a soundboard.
yeah, there is one on the editing software, Heather.
Ooh.
But I haven't used that, so we'll see. Maybe I'll learn something new by the time we launch this episode. So now we decided that we're gonna do a little deep dive, throwback, if you will, on different things from there goes my flowers, different things from the 80s that we loved, wore, ate, did, watched, all those kind of things. So this week, Heather, what do you have for us?
This week I will be present. Blech.
Yes. Are
Jesus.
you a teacher?
See, it's late in the day. Can't talk anymore. I will be presenting information on Air Jordans,
Air
a
Jordans.
popular brand of sneakers.
That is true. To this
Mhm.
day.
To this day. Okay,
Yes.
are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Set. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so Air Jordans are a line of athletic shoes designed by Nike for basketball legend Michael Jordan. The first pair was produced on November 17th, 1984, for him specifically. They were then released to the public on April 1st, in 1985.
I have a question for you, Heather.
Yeah,
Is he the first one to have like a shoe?
I don't think so, but he is by far the largest because a lot of them had shoes that came out around the same time.
Oh, because I remember basketball players and like in particular, right, had a shoe.
Yes,
They all
yes.
had a shoe.
A lot of pro athletes had shoes and
And
still do have shoes.
whatever manager came up with that, kudos.
Oh, we're gonna, kudos is right. So the original Air Jordans were designed by Nike designers Peter B. Moore, Tinker Hatfield, I love that name, and Bruce Kilgore, and were primarily red and black. So back in the day, and I don't know if it's still the same or not, the NBA had a policy that stated that shoes worn during basketball games had to be 51% white and in accordance with the rest of the teams. So while Air Jordans were consistent with the Chicago Bulls team colors, which that's who Michael Jordan played for at the time, was the Chicago Bulls, and their colors were red and black, they were only 23% white. So the original pair was primarily red and black. There was along the bottom, it's on the side of the shoe, but it lines the sole, was the only part that were white.
Mhm.
Okay.
Go
Um,
sports.
hmm?
Go sports.
hmm So failure to comply with this rule would result in a $5,000 per game fine. So today that would be just over $15,000 per game
For a
so,
shoe.
for the shoes that he wore.
I wonder why. Are they supposed to be like a distraction or something? Is that why?
I guess. I don't really know. I couldn't really find information on like why they had that rule, but I'll be real honest. I didn't really dig that deep into that. So Nike and Jordan decided to take the hit and to level up, they created a banned shoe advertisement, letting the world know that they wouldn't be stopped from wearing these shoes. They were going to march on. So as a result,
Literally.
because right? Because we all want what we can't have. And when the NBA says you can't have these shoes, the American people are going to respond with F all the way off.
And we want the shoe.
So Air Jordans quickly sold out 50,000 pairs,
Mm.
generating more than $150 million in sales and ensuring and ensuring that the shoes became wildly popular. This is why we don't record in the afternoon, folks.
I actually prefer in the afternoon, so let's see how this goes for me.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. So, I lost my place already.
It's only 3 o'clock.
I'm telling you, I become a pumpkin. So, we gotta take a step back and we gotta look at why these shoes were so, what the heck?
I don't think I was laughing at your pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Look, I'm even wearing orange.
Oh,
How appropriate.
Jesus. Go on.
So we got to take a look back a little bit at Michael Jordan to figure out why these shoes were so wildly popular. We'll get back to the shoes in a minute.
Okay.
So, the man who became a legendary shoe. Michael Jordan was born February 17th, 1963, in Brooklyn, New York. In 1968, his family moved to Wilmington, North Carolina. Jordan played basketball throughout high school, then went on to play for the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. He played on the Tar Heels national championship team as a freshman. So that says something about how naturally talented of a basketball player he is.
Mhm.
In 1984, he joined the Chicago Bulls as a first round draft pick. He was third pick overall. He was most known for his ability to fly. He could do slam dunks from the free throw line, which, if you are familiar with basketball, being able to do a slam dunk from the free throw line is pretty impressive, to be honest.
How tall is he? Probably like six,
Six
seven,
six.
6'6".
Yeah, so it's pretty tall. So and I will tell you, we could do an entire episode on just on Michael Jordan,
Oh yeah.
and we
Well,
could talk for like 2 hours about it.
legend, legend, I say.
So his list of accolades is unbelievable. I'm just going to highlight a few of his career highlights, including a staggering 6 NBA championships, 5 NBA MVP awards, 14-time NBA All-Star, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and he was awarded a Presidential Medal of Freedom by Barack Obama. He also starred in the 1990s movie Space Jam
Oh, he's so cute.
with da 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 Bugs Bunny and the Warner
Exactly.
Brothers crew of characters. So very, very talented, which made everything that he touched pretty much gold.
Yeah.
He also played for the Washington Wizards, and he got tired of playing basketball for a while, so he did play a short stint for the Chicago White Sox as a professional basketball player. He now
Baseball.
owns, or sorry, baseball player. See, I'm telling you, this late in the day, it's killing me.
Jesus, who knows?
He
You're old.
actually either now does or recently did own a NASCAR team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, huh, look
Did
at
not
that.
know that.
Cool. Car number, guess it. 23. Go figure. So we're going to get back to the shoes now. So some fun facts about the shoes, and this goes a little bit more into Jordan himself. So he was a very avid Adidas fan all through high school and college. So he really wanted his shoes to be made by Adidas. And he met with the Adidas team, the Nike team, and one other shoemaker team. Um, and they were negotiating deals for him. He was working with his agent. And he told his agent, unless the Nike deal came in and was far more lucrative, he was going to sign with Adidas no matter what. Well, turns out Nike has more money than Adidas that they wanted to put on the table. So,
Good old Phil Knight. He's like,
a relationship was born
we make you a shoe.
for sure. So, the Jumpman logo, you know, you've seen it. You've seen the shadow everywhere. That originated from a photo shoot that Jordan did for Life magazine before going to his first Olympic Games. So that's where that logo came from. And that logo has been plastered on everything you can possibly imagine. There's probably even underwear that have that logo on it.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, he has a whole line of clothes.
It's everywhere.
You know what I want to mention, Heather, real quick on a
Hmm.
side note? A lot of the products from the 80s went to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like things that we've covered on this podcast were in the Olympics.
That's
Or
crazy.
if you say that the Nike shoe, the Air Jordan, was worn by astronauts in space, then we got NASA to add to that too, because a lot of that stuff went to
Went to, yeah, yeah. Like
80s,
the Ruse shoes
the
that
Rouge
we
shoes,
that we covered last, well, I don't know when it's going to come
whatever.
out. We discovered it when
Yeah,
the last time we recorded, they went to NASA.
yeah. The Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch Kids, yep.
Yeah.
So the probably the coolest, in my opinion, advertising campaign for any kind of sports product that I've seen so far, and I don't know if you're going to remember this or not, that actually came out in the early 90s, 1992 to be exact, was the Hair Jordan campaign.
Air Jordan.
Hair, Hare, which featured Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny.
Oh,
Came
hair.
out, yes, came out around the same time that Space Jam came out.
I thought hair like rabbit was like Hare.
That's what I said.
You said
H-A-R.
H you said Hair.
No,
No,
I
you
said
didn't.
Hare.
No, you didn't.
See, neither one of us works in the late afternoon.
No, you didn't. I'm gonna rewind it and prove it to you
Rewind
later.
it back.
So
I
I'm
said
gonna hold on. I'm
Hare.
gonna mark down this time.
Air Jordan.
Oh, Air Jordan.
Anyway, so here's some cool facts about that commercial.
Yeah.
It cost $1 million to make, and that did not include what they paid Michael Jordan to be in it. That's just to make the commercial. It took 6 months to make it. It required 3,000 separate illustrations
Jeez, yeah.
that were drawn by 25 different artists.
For like 30-second advertising.
Yeah, for like a 30-second Nike advertisement. Nike's got some money, man. Damn.
Phil, have you ever read Shoe Dog?
No, I need to get it. I got to see if it's
So
at the
good.
library.
It's actually one of my favorite books. It's so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like in that category of like of business, like how people started businesses.
Yeah.
That and also that oh my gosh, what is it? Will Guidara, The Unreasonable Hospitality. That one's also good.
Is it?
The book recommendation corner. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like he did what's the restaurant in New York that's really popular? I forget what it's called, but he was like the manager there or something like that.
Really?
And he wrote this book it's all about unreasonable hospitality. And every business owner should read that book.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
Same with the shoe dog, because that guy, man,
Now I got two books to read. Great.
Terminator.
Great. So, as of August 2023, there were 38 different versions of Air Jordans now. So there's been 38 different iterations of them. They all look, I mean, from the beginning to now, they look very different.
Yeah.
But I mean, a sneaker's a sneaker in my opinion. I don't know. Oh, there you go. There's some Jordans.
There's some Jordans. Here's a little
So that is the original logo.
with the ball with the wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the original logo.
These are pages. These are new.
They're cute.
But it's and they have like the little dude, like
The
you were
little jump
saying,
man. The jump man.
jump
Yeah,
right there.
cute.
Look at that leg span on that.
I'm telling you,
That I
the
mean,
dude could fly. It was impressive to watch him.
oh yeah, I've seen it. So that's really cool. It's really cool though that they still have the shoe and they're still popular.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
very popular. So now there's a little bit of a dark side
Oh
to Air
shit.
Jordans.
Yeah,
So,
let's hear it.
so first of all, there are people that collect Air
Yeah.
Jordans. Like they literally buy a pair of every single version that comes out.
Yeah. They're called like sneak or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find a name for them, but I'm sure there is a name for them. But what they found was that the polyurethane soles on many of the Air Jordan models break down over time, which leaves the shoes completely unwearable.
Yeah.
So you're spending a whole lot of money on shoes that you can't do anything with but look at.
Yeah, if you wear them, then it's less likely that that'll happen. But you can look online and see like the gushy, like it's like putty.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
it's
like
gross. Ugh.
it disintegrates. So
Yuck.
I mean, I find it fascinating. But yeah, if you wear them, supposedly it doesn't.
It doesn't happen. Wonder why. That's weird.
I'm sure it's some kind of a chemical that breaks down. Like if you use it, it probably compacts.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
so it takes all the air or the water or the moisture out of it. I'm just guessing. I'm not a scientist,
Yeah,
but
no.
from observation, that would be my guess is the more you wear it, the more it compacts and then
Interesting.
it doesn't expand and get gushy.
Very interesting.
I don't know.
So
That science up. I'm sure there's some
yeah, if any science people out there know the answer to that, please
research yourself.
send us a DM, and if not, then do
Yeah,
some research.
nobody cares.
Report back. So Nike, and I found this interesting. I did not know. Nike does not own any of the factories where Air Jordans are produced.
Oh,
Nope, they contract with them, and apparently they don't pay much attention to what happens in their factories because in 1997, 10,000 Indonesian workers went on strike over wage violations.
mhm.
A year later, 3,000 Chinese workers went on strike over unsafe working conditions and wage issues.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure they
I'm
all blame Jordan.
sure that there are more lawsuits coming or pending, or there have been, but those were kind of the three biggies.
Yeah.
So, Air Jordans were also very definitely a status symbol. And in the 1990s, they could be seen on artists like Tupac, the Notorious B.I.G., Ice Cube, and Eazy-E. They were even on some album covers for an Eazy-E and I think a Jay-Z album had Air Jordans on them. The shoe line has also been associated with some acts of violence as a result of their popularity. Notably, in 1988, Mumford High School in Detroit, Michigan, banned Air Jordans from school grounds due to a drastic increase in student violence, including robberies, beatings, and shootings over possession of the sneakers. And
Huh?
I remember this. I remember this crap. I really do. And in 1989, 15-year-old high school student Michael Eugene Thomas was choked to death by one of his peers for a pair of Air Jordan shoes.
So they just wanted the shoes.
Yeah, the kids would be walking like you don't remember this happening?
No,
Like it happened a
obviously,
lot.
I hate when people say
Um,
the
no, they would be
but
like at school or walking down the street and people would just jump them and beat the shit out of them and steal their shoes.
great. What? But then that. What do they say? Like, hey kid, what size you wearing?
No, they just looked for a kid that looked about the same size. I mean, a lot of it was probably people that were like they were friends or acquaintances of the kids, and so they knew.
Yeah,
They didn't care if they fit or not. They could sell them. They could turn around and sell them.
I guess.
Somebody else. I mean, it did happen.
Bizarre.
I know it
Bizarre.
was weird. Um, so anyway, like I said, we could spend hours and hours and hours talking about Michael Jordan and his shoes because there are 38 different versions of them, which I did not want to bore everybody with all the details of because I got kind of bored looking at it. I mean, fascinating concept with
Yeah.
the shoe and the person. Just, it's a shoe. So if you're interested in learning more about how the relationship between Jordan and Nike came to be,
Hold
there
on
is,
1 second. Dog o'clock.
oh God.
Come on, buddy. There is.
It is. So there is a biographical sports drama titled Air that came out in 2023. It was directed by Ben Affleck and stars Matt Damon, a very popular duo in movies. And I think it's out on Prime Video. I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
So if you're interested in learning
Huh.
more,
That's
look
awesome.
there. I did not ever own Air Jordans. Did Adrian own Air Jordans?
Oh, yes.
Did he? I owned Barclays. I had a pair of Barclay shoes.
Did you? Adrian did. Chad did. Chad still has a pair that he refuses to give up. I wonder if the soles are gummy.
You should check. That would be interesting. Yeah, I loved my Barclays. I wore
I
those
mean,
things
they're
all
at
the
least
time.
they're older than Paige, so they're like 20. They're older than 22 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my Barclays are long gone.
Long
But it
gone.
was, I think, probably the first pair of shoes that I spent over $100 on because they were like
I bet.
$120. I mean, they sell for over $200 now.
What? Shoes?
The Jordans.
Oh yeah, these ones right here.
Yeah.
I think these are like $130
Yeah.
for
The
a women's. This is a size 7.
There was, where was it in my notes? There was one particular pair that was the first pair of shoes. The Jordan 17, which
Hmm.
came out in the late 90s, was the first $200 pair of basketball sneakers.
A lot of money. I mean, nowadays it's like I've heard people spending thousands of dollars on sneakers, but still, like for your average like kid going to school to spend that
Have
much money on
$200
sneakers.
pair of basketball sneakers?
Adrian used to have Nikes. I don't know if I'm sure he'd remember every pair that he
Oh,
had.
probably. He probably still has a bunch of them.
I doubt it.
No, he's not a hoarder.
No, he's not a hoarder. But oh, Adrian is a recycler. Like you
Wow,
don't even know what year it was because he has the same shirt. You have to look for the fading.
really?
He has them in, he calls them in rotation.
Nice.
Yeah.
All
So
right. Well, so that's my story, and it was a very fascinating, quick, high-level overview of the Air Jordan shoe.
Air Jordan shoe. I love a sneaker. You know what I have still is my original like adult pair of Vans.
Yeah,
Like
can we do an episode on Vans?
Vans is like
I
60s, right?
I know.
But I still have my original, like when I was an adult pair, like after I graduated from the children's section.
Yeah, I don't have anything from
I still have,
that a long ago.
I mean, they're well worn in. I think I wore them like every single day.
Yeah,
The black and white, the classic.
yeah. I
Chad
still
still
have,
wears,
I still have some.
I know. Chad still has he still buys the same 2 pairs of classic Vans. So
Yeah,
it's
so do
either
I.
the blue or the black ones, and he just buys like he has blue right now, and I call them his fancy shoes because they're new.
Nice.
And then when those wear out, he'll get the a black pair,
Mm,
and then he'll wear those, and then those will be his fancy new shoes. So
nice. Speaking
dudes,
of, I need to go buy a new pair
dudes
because,
are weird with like shoes.
yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I'm becoming way more of a creature of habit. Like I went shopping today because I don't have long sleeve t-shirts. Like I got rid of a bunch of them because they got holes in them.
Yeah.
I just bought black and white.
Hey,
I
they go
bought
with
two white, two
everything.
black. I'm like, they go with everything
They
and
go with everything.
I don't have to worry about it.
I am the person that has like one little tiny hanging clothes section. I don't have that many clothes really. I just rotate them all.
Yeah.
So there's that.
All right.
Anyway, thanks everybody for listening
Go buy
about
yourself some Air Jordans.
exactly.